And everybody goes through these seasons, and I know it's tough. I'm telling you guys, I have my days where I'm so stressed out, I'm so full of anxiety, and I just want to be out of this situation. Hello everybody, happy Friday. It's my Friday. Hopefully it's your Friday as well too. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Christy and I am a YouTuber, and I like to talk about different things. I do some vlogging, day in the lives. Sometimes I like to do little challenges here and there, but mostly what I'm going to be talking about on my channel is tips and stuff for busy moms or busy working moms. If you haven't seen my little intro, go ahead and go to my last two videos, and it'll explain everything, like what I'm hoping for this channel. And I put in a little tip in there. If you clicked on this video, it's because you want some financial tips. Now, I am not a financial advisor or anything like that. I'm just gonna simply let you know what works for me and my family right now. If you don't know our story, I've talked about it here and there, but we're in kind of a financial situation right now. My husband had a trucking company that was doing great, but then some events happened that caused the company to go down. During that time, there was a good while that he was not getting paid, and we were living off of my income. And I kind of explained into it, and maybe one day I'll talk about it because it's more of a testimony than anything on how God has helped provided for us since then. And now, my husband's working now. I'm, got a new job, so we're working really good, but now we're trying to catch up and pay off our debts that we have, like credit cards, like the stuff that helped us at that moment. We even want to see if we can finish paying off our school loans, cars. We want to knock everything out so we have the minimum payment would be like house, or if we're renting at that time, and utilities and groceries, stuff like that. And we've done it before in the past. When we first got together, he had not so good credit and I had not so good credit. I had just gotten out of college, and he, racked up a bunch of credit cards, had a car repoed, all that stuff. So we weren't able to buy a house. We were living with my mother-in-law, and this is kind of the system we used to knock out a lot of our debt and some added things that I've done since now that we're working on our credit again. So we're kind of trying to use the same tactics as last time, but I've seen some new stuff now too that I'm using. So if you want to say this video is more like tips on financial stress and how to handle it and to manage your financials, because it can be stressful, especially if you're a busy mom, a working mom, and if you're like us, your kids are in all these sports, and that stuff costs money, and it would hurt my heart if I would have to tell my kids, unfortunately, no, we can't do that. So we kind of have to bunker down and get very disciplined on ourselves, which we can do because, like I said, we have done it before. So I've got like 9 tips right now that I'm going to go over with you guys, and hope, like I said, this is what helps us, and I'm hoping that it will help. Even if not all 9, maybe some of them can help you. If you guys have any other tips, I'd love to get feedback from you guys, because what may work for me may not work for you. Maybe some of my stuff may work for you, but maybe you guys have tips that would work for me, and that would help me out a lot, because like I said, it's something that we're trying to get out of right now, that we're working on right now. And maybe you guys know and you guys have tips. I'm sure everyone's been there at one point, so go ahead and leave a comment down below, and who knows, maybe you're helping someone else that's reading a comment too, and it would just be nice to help someone out, and that's what I'm trying to do here too as well. So I know I talk about it a lot on my channel, and I've said it before, me and my husband, we are Christians, and I do talk about my faith on the channel here and there, but by no means are we pushing our faith or our religion on anybody. If you're gonna have that encounter, then you're gonna have it on your own. but we are gonna freely talk about it. So honestly, that's number one on my list, is just my faith that I have in God and my relationship with God. When we first were going through our finance adventure together, I guess you can say, when we were first dating, we didn't have God in our lives. And money used to stress me out. Money always stressed me out. And I want to say money has always been a thing that stressed me out, because growing up, I know my parents struggled with money, and I'm not saying it that intentionally they would talk about it in front of me. They probably didn't even think that I was listening, because even now sometimes we talk in front of the kids and we think they're not listening, but they actually are. You know, and I would overhear stuff, and I know we struggled when we moved to Texas and all that. So money's kind of always stressed me out when it comes to like paying bills and stuff. So when me and my husband got together, he saw that in me and how much anxiety it would give me. So he kind of took over that role of, he would pay all the bills and everything, and he would handle all our finances. And that worked for a while. But now that we have, I rely a lot on God, and my relationship with God has helped me a lot with my anxiety, and has helped me a lot with the way I see money now. I see money totally differently, and that's another video maybe we can get into one day, because that's kind of a testimony too. But I see money differently now, and I don't let it stress me out as much as it used to, and it doesn't really cause me anxiety as much. And so now that that's where I'm at, I'm starting to help my husband out a lot more with the finances, because I don't want to unload all that responsibility on him, because it's going to stress him out too, So, and I want to help him out. So like we split up certain things. So he handles most of like the bigger bills and stuff like that. So I handle like all our medical bills that we're paying. I make payments on those. I pay the electric bill and our bill for our security. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it helped him out a lot. And as time goes on, I can start helping him out with more and more and more. So that's, actually that was like 1 and 2 put together. So number 1 was God, and having a relationship with him, and just having faith in him that he's always going to provide for you no matter what, and asking him to provide for you, asking you shall receive. And number 2 is to split the finances. And those kind of coincided, like I said, because once I had a relationship with God, I started to handle anxiety a lot better. So I was able to take on finances with my husband as well too. Number 3 is putting certain, like, not all your bills, but certain bills on automatic withdrawal. Now, if it helps you out putting all your bills out on automatic withdrawal, and you don't have to think about it, and it comes out and that's it, then that's perfect. Because when we were good and we didn't have to like really pay attention to our money, that's how we had it. A lot of stuff were on automatic withdrawal. Right now that we have to pay more attention on money and what's going where, when we're getting money here, and all this stuff, we took a lot of stuff off of automatic withdrawal, and I still have some stuff, and that's just to help me out with that while I focus on other bills, stuff like that. So you work it how it works for you. And I know a lot of the companies, like, not everyone, but a lot of people, like, if you call them, like, say your bill is due every 1st of the month, but you also have like 10 bills that are due on the 1st of the month. If you call them and you explain your situation, and you just ask them, can I have a different due date for my bill? They'll work with you, and they'll be like, yes, what day would you like, or something like that. You pick it, and then okay. So if you want to do it like your second paycheck instead of your first one, you can. So just give it a shot. What's the worst they can say is they'll tell you, no, you can't, I'm sorry, and okay. Then you figure it out from there. So there's no harm in trying. So that was number 3. Number 4 is plan your meals. So I'm not saying it's like this in all households, but I'm pretty sure in most households, the mom is the one that does all the grocery shopping. Today I did the grocery shopping. It's rare. Sometimes every now and then David will come with me to go grocery shopping, but most of the time I do it on my own. and I don't mind. But when you know you're gonna go grocery shopping, plan your meals. I used to do grocery shopping like for a full month, but I was noticing a lot of things would get ugly and quicker, and I wasn't using them and ended up throwing them away. So now I kind of still do once a month, but I don't get a whole bunch of stuff. I leave room in case like there's a meal I want to make and I just happen to be missing this, so I can run to the store real quick and go get it. That type of thing. But what I mostly do is I'll plan like a good 4 or 5 meals when I do grocery shopping, and those are the ingredients that I'll buy, plus like if I want to buy snacks and fruits and stuff like that. But for sure I plan 5 meals, and that doesn't sound like a lot for a whole month or for 2 weeks, and you know what, it may not even last us a whole month. The next time I get paid, I may have to plan another 5. It just depends on our situation. So we are a very busy family. We are involved in a lot of sports. My husband and I are involved in church. So we've got meetings and practices and games all the time. So in all honesty, we're really not home a lot. In order to prevent us from eating out, I will buy stuff that is quick to make. And so that stuff I buy on the side. It's not considered one of my meals. I'll buy that, for something quick to be made to eat, and then so we can take off and go where we have to go. But the days that we don't have to and I'm able to cook, I'll cook one of the 5 meals that I bought stuff for. Or lunch, a weekend for a lunch, I'll cook one of those meals to keep us from eating out. So you gotta make it work for your family. If you know that you're gonna cook more than 5 meals a month, then plan for more than 5 meals. If it's gonna be less, if you can only cook 4 times a month or 2 or whatever it may be, then you plan it like that. If you want more of the quicker meals and stuff like that, something fast and simple, then plan it like that. You guys make it catered to your family. But with us as a busy family of 4, that's what works for us. But I feel like that's what makes it easier. Also, when you're making your grocery list, check your pantry. Make sure, because this happens to me all the time, I end up buying something and I ended up having it in my pantry, but I forgot that I had bought it a while back. So then you end up with 2 of something, and I could have saved that money even if it was like $5 for something else. So always check your pantry. So number 5 is something that me and my husband do every now and then. We started with our financial goals and stuff this January, and that was because we have a big whiteboard, and you don't need a whiteboard. Prior to us having the whiteboard, we would just write it down on paper. And we sit down, we write down all of our bills that we have, how much they are for the month on one side, and then the other side we write down our debt. Debt is like what we owe. That's a bill. We pay monthly, but once you pay it off, you're done with it. Your bills are the ones that you're gonna have to pay forever. So like your electric bill, water bill, stuff like that. So we do that, and then we look at all our bills or our debt that we have that we want to get rid of. And I'm sure you guys have heard of it before. It's called the snowball effect. We pick the smallest bill first, and we work our butt off, whether it's selling stuff, putting money on the side, whatever it is, we work our butt off to pay that one bill off. Then we move to the next one, the next bigger one up. And whatever we're paying monthly for that smaller one gets added to that bigger one paying monthly. You're still paying your bills monthly, but you're working your tushies off to get a whole bunch of money so you can just pay that flat amount to just get it out of the way. So that's how we pretty much fixed our credit last time, and we're doing that again. So, but with our bills. Number 6, this is a big one for me. Grocery shop online, or do like that curbside pickup and stuff like that. So I know Walmart curbside pickup is free, so there's no extra charge or anything. And to be honest, there's times I like going to the store. I like going to the store. I like getting out of the house. It's kind of a little therapeutic, especially when you're by yourself, not with your kids, and you're like, looking at everything you want, thinking of what you want, and putting it in your basket. Right now, that's not the time for me, because the last time I did that, I ended up checking out. I was getting a bunch of anxiety, and I ended up with like $300 and something, almost $400 worth of groceries, and it freaked me out. And I'm gonna pay it. I'm not gonna be like, you know what, I don't want this, no, I'm not gonna do that. So what's been helping me is I have been doing the curbside pickup. That way, while I'm grocery shopping, I can keep track of my total, and I'm able to more think about it. I start at the beginning of the week, and I give myself the whole week to see what I need. I'm checking my pantry, what I need for the meals I want to make. Is this extra donut thing a necessity, or is it something that I just want, type of thing, or is it because I'm craving it that do I really need to get it type of thing? So I'm able to add things to my cart, take them out. If I forgot, oh, the kids need toothpaste, I can add to the cart real quick. And then on Fridays is when I usually put my order in. I'll pick it up after work and I bring it home like I did today. And that's just what helps me out, because I can keep track of my grocery order and how much I'm spending. And I just feel like that helps out a lot. So that's what I've been doing lately. Number 7, have a monthly planner. So when me and my husband, how I was explaining, we go through all our debt and we, bills and everything, and we're having our goals. Yes, we have that. We have it on our board for like inspiration to keep track of, but also you can get a monthly planner. Now I know like the Dollar General would sell a book for like $3. That was kind of like that. I used to write it down in a notebook, but you can also find like formats online or just make your own formats. And they look something similar like this. And it says monthly bills, payment, and organizer. This is easy for you to keep track of your bills, because I know like you can easily forget, like, oh man, this was due this month and I didn't pay it. Now we're gonna get penalized. Now we're gonna have to pay an extra whatever fee, and this is just, this is like a checklist. So you put the month and the year, your bill, the due date, the amount due, when you pay, how much you pay, and your unpaid balance. So that's like for like credit cards and stuff, you can put your unpaid balance, any notes you have, and when you pay it for that month, you check it off, it's paid. This helps out a lot. You do it every month, every first of the month, or every last day of the month for the next month. You'll go over that together. And the biggest thing is do it together, you guys. Plan that together. Number 8, what me and my husband do is, like I said, when you're seeing all the debt and you're working on that snowball effect, and you're trying to think, okay, how can we make extra money so we can pay off this bill and move on to the next one? Like I said, you're working your butt off, your little tushy off. So like we went through the house, put out stuff to the side that we didn't even want anymore, a bunch of clothes for the kids that didn't even fit them, and we're gonna do a garage sale. Or like, we're gonna sell this, we don't even use this anymore, stuff like that. Sell it on Facebook Market or any selling page. I mean, that stuff adds up, and that's how we paid off one of our bills, when I sold a bunch of stuff and I was able to pay it off. So look around your house, or even like my husband, what he used to do, he would buy and sell. He would buy cars or motorcycles, fix them up. It doesn't have to be anything big like that. It could be something small too, like furniture. If you're good at refurbishing furniture, buy something, make it look nice, and then sell it for more. So whatever is your talent, whatever you can do, think about what you're good at and see how that's how you can make a little extra money so that you can pay off, it could go towards a bill. And the last one, number 9, don't forget to still enjoy your family and do it together. So that's the biggest thing I would say. Besides putting God first, that's probably the next important thing. It probably should have been number 2. Do it together. You and your husband together. Sit down together. Make these plans together. Make these goals together. Because when you both are focused and you both know what your goals are, know what you guys are shooting for, and you both are working for the same thing, you guys will be just so inspired, and you can lift each other up when you're feeling down. And it's nice to have somebody to talk to, and it's not easy to talk to other people about finances, because it can be kind of like, not just embarrassing, but it's just not something you want to talk about, But you can do that with your significant other. And so do that, because if you hold all that stuff in or you're trying to do it alone, I'm telling you right now, you're going to get exhausted and you're going to just give up. But still enjoy your family. So right now, yes, we're living paycheck by paycheck. Our money is very, very tight, you know, stuff like that. But we still find things to enjoy with our family. Our kids, you know, if we don't have anything going on, just do something that isn't going to cost you much or doesn't cost you a lot. Go with the kids to the park, play with them there. I would love to be able to a weekend just take my kids to the zoo or something like that, but right now we're not in the financial situation where we can do that, and that's okay, because one day we will be, and I'll be taking them, we'll be going on all these little trips and stuff. But right now, you know, all they need is just that quality time, and that's what kids love the most. You know, we take the boys to the park, we play soccer with them, we swing, play basketball, stuff like that, and they enjoy it, they love it. Or what I've been doing a lot too is when I get coupons for like fast food restaurants, or like I have T-Mobile, so I get the T-Mobile Tuesdays, stuff like that. Pick up, like we had a coupon for like 2 foot-long Subway sandwiches for like $20. That's not bad. You can pick up your Subway sandwiches, go have a picnic at the park, you know, something like that. Or we have a lake here, go to the lake and just go chill at the water and, you know, watch everyone that's swimming or something, you know, just go chill with your family and hang out and enjoy that time together. On the T-Mobile Tuesdays, they recently had the Panda Express one where it was the orange chicken bowl with white rice for $1. So my husband has the app and so do I. So he put in his order for $1. I put in my order for $1, and we were both working, but you can set the time, so you put at 12, and we had a little lunch date together. It's those little things you have to remember to do and put in, because if you're just so focused and telling yourself like, and everything that like any little extracurricular thing that you can do with your family, and you're telling yourself, no, we can't afford it, you're gonna get exhausted, you guys. You're gonna get exhausted, you're gonna get tired, and you're gonna get depressed. You're gonna feel like you're failing, that you failed your family. You're gonna feel like you're not getting anywhere because you wanna do fun things with your family, but you can't, and you're gonna blame yourself. Don't let that happen, you guys. There are ways that you can spend time together as a family. Have a movie night in your living room. We've blown up the air mattresses, put the couches together, and made like a huge bed, and I popped some popcorn, and we made nachos, you know, pickles, hot Cheetos, stuff like that, and we had like a movie night at home. So do stuff like that, you know, as a family or as a couple too. Don't forget to start to spend time with your significant other, because you need that time to keep you uplifted. That's what matters the most. Family is the most. Money comes and goes, you guys. That's the biggest thing. Money comes and goes, and everybody goes through these seasons, and I know it's tough. I'm telling you guys, I have my days where I'm so stressed out, I'm so full of anxiety, and I just want to be out of this situation, but I have to remind myself that these seasons are going to happen. It happened to us in the past. We got over it. We're doing good for years, and now we're coming to it again. We're going to get over it. We're going to do great. We're going to come into a situation again one day in the future. And it's just like that for as long as you live. You cannot let money control your life. Yes, you need money to survive, but I'm telling you, if you know you will be provided for, if you have that faith and you will get through it, it's going to be okay. But just, you cannot let it get to you, you guys. And I know it's really hard, but that's why I hope this video helps someone. I hope we can help each other in the comments. Even if you don't have a tip, leave some words of encouragement. Leave your story on how you did it, you know, how it worked for you. Reading, even just hearing someone else's story that they made it through it, inspires somebody else, you guys. You have no idea. So go ahead and drop your comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped somebody, and to be honest, it helps me too, just to vent it out a little bit and to know that what works for us, and I hope it works for someone else too, and I hope we can be there together as a family. Us busy moms have got to stick together, and I really hope it does help somebody out. So leave a comment down below, you guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get notifications of every time I set up a new video. Check out my TikTok, you guys. I do put like short like vlogs or what I eat in a day or just things that we're doing and stuff like that on TikTok. So I have a lot of TikToks, so go ahead and check it out, you guys, and subscribe to my TikTok too so you can see those. But I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed weekend, day, whatever it is when you're watching this, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.